Today is day, I don't know, day 2 or 3 of doing Facebook Lives. I want to talk to you today about being seen. And being seen is different for so many people. Being seen can be showing up, just showing up, or raising your hand in a meeting, or signing up for a meeting. And I coach professional women, typically high, 5 figures, usually 6 figures. And I'll talk to them, and they're all like, "Oh, I love being seen. That's why I'm in the position I'm in." Until we start talking about ways people can sabotage themselves, and then it comes down to: do you prepare for a meeting, and then you get there and you lose your notes? Do you prepare for a meeting and you show up and you're 10 minutes late, or even 5 minutes late? Do you prepare for a meeting and you just can't keep up with the conversation? Or do you always fear being fired? I've talked to a few people because I was at lunch with somebody who we had this discussion, and I was talking to a few other people saying, "Do you have that fear?" And it's pretty common. And a lot of times, the fear of being fired is a way you sabotage yourself because you don't show up in a big way, because in your back of your mind you're still you're shrinking. There's all kinds of ways that women are sabotaging themselves so they don't have to be seen. The way they dress, the way they enter rooms. I mean, how many times have you had somebody walk in the room and all of a sudden you'll look over and think, when did they get here? I didn't even see them come in. I can tell you, I've seen that countless times when I'll look over and I'll be like, when did you get here? And they'll be like, oh, I walked in behind so and so, or I walked in with a group of people. I had to do this and get my papers and I walked in. There's all kinds of ways. So, what you really have to do is decide how you're going to show up, how you're going to be seen, and how you're going to stand out. And you've got a plan for the whatever it is. We'll say you've been invited to a huge meeting, and all your higher ups are going to be there, or people that you're interested in working with. It's a business presentation for your business. Do you prepare and way in advance? Do you plan way in advance? Do you decide what you're going to wear way in advance? Do you drive to get there if you're not sure how to get there? Do you do all this preparation ahead of time? Do you have a goal? What is the outcome from the meeting? Because I'll see so many people, I'll be like, well, did you achieve what you were meant to achieve in the meeting? They're like, well, I really wanted to go in and talk about this, but there are some other people and they kind of overtalked me. If you're a confident woman, if you don't have the fear of being seen, nobody can overtalk you. Because remember, the one who talks last is the one remembered. It's not the one who talks first. It's the one that talks last is the one remembered. So you've got to take all these steps into mind. Are you planning? Are you preparing? Are you ready to take action? What is your burning desire? Because sometimes I'll see people go to meetings and I'll be like, well, does that fit with your goal? And they'll be like, no, not really. I'll be like, well, why'd you go? And they'll be like, well, now if they say it'd be good experience, that's great. Because it is sometimes good to go to meetings just for the experience. It's good to do presentations with people for the experience. You may think they're probably not going to hire you because they're not in your target audience or not something, but you go for the experience. It's when you don't go is the fear of being seen. It's when you just things don't work out well for you at that meeting, and you realize this is a theme that happens throughout your life. You see throughout your stuff, you just never really totally show up. So try to figure out how you're sabotaging yourself. Is it your inner talk saying, "Oh, I don't really belong at that meeting," or I was invited as a plus one. When I got the job I'm in now with Arizona Alpha, I was a plus one. I wasn't invited to the meeting. Somebody didn't want to ride from the east side to the west side by themselves, so they're like, "Hey, you want to ride with me?" And I'm like, "Sure." We get to the meeting. They have sign up sheets, and she's like, "I don't really have time to do anything. I'm going to sign you up for something, okay?" Sure. Next meeting comes along. She goes, "Hey, you want to ride along with me again?" Absolutely, because she knew people. I didn't know anybody. I mean, I knew nobody. She knew everybody. We get to the third meeting, and they're like, "We need somebody to really get involved with this." And she's like, "Go for it." That's how things work out. So sometimes you go to a meeting, it's not necessarily planned that you're planning to do anything. So you have to be prepared. And I was prepared because I had done a lot of research on assisted living. I'd done a lot of study. But if you're not in that frame of mind and you go to meetings and you're not prepared, you're sabotaging yourself and you're afraid of being seen. Just like this video looks like I'm afraid of being seen because it's an overcast day and it started out sunny and now I can barely see myself. So I'm gonna cut it at this point because it's an overcast cool. Obviously it's cold because I'm in a sweatshirt. If you fear being seen, if you're not stepping up in a big way, if you are sabotaging yourself, and it can be in little ways. It could be you over prepared for a meeting and forgot your notes. You under prepared for a meeting, figuring you can fly from the seat of your pants and it's a cluster. You you want to ask a question and you raise your hand, you get so nervous, you ask a completely opposite question and you feel dumb. There's just so many ways. And that's what I help women with. Yes, it's a part of confidence because you have to eliminate that piece of self sabotage. And it's very common, especially with women, the fear of being seen, the fear of not having the presence, the executive presence. They'll have it to a point, and I can sit and watch in a meeting and I can point out who has it, who has a fear of being seen or how it's presenting as, because I recognize it, because I've had it. I went through a long time when I thought, I don't really fit in here. Who am I to think that I should be sitting with all these millionaires and billionaires? Until I woke up one day and said, who am I not? Why not? If it's going to be somebody, it might as well be me. And that's one of my favorite expressions. You might want to adopt that. If it's going to be somebody, it might as well be me. Hope this helped you guys. I apologize for for the lightning. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. If there's any topics you want me to discuss, please put it in the comments below. If you have any comments or any things, if you're like, hey, I kind of feel this way, what do you think? Put it in the comments below or DM me. Otherwise, have a great day, guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.